Shalom. The parasha of this Shabbat is Parashat Pinchas. It is second longest parasha of the Torah. It has 168 pesukim, right after Parashat Naso that has 176. It's called Pinchas because it started that Hashem told Pinchas that when he killed a prince of Israel, he did the right thing because בזכות הזה the killing stopped, and unfortunately we lost 24,000 people during that time. And then it goes through the story of Benot Zelofhad, and the good part of the parasha is it describes the Musaf Korbanot, the extra Korbanot that we have during Shabbat, Rosh Chodesh, and the different holidays. According to each holiday. Now, part of the parasha is that Hashem, right after the portion about the Bnot Zelofhad, Hashem tell Moshe that go to Har Avarim, go to the mountain of Avarim and see the land of Israel, because you are not going to go to the land of Israel, you're gonna die here. And that Gezerati Omda B'mkoma, that even though you felt that because you are now in part of what is going to be Eretz Israel, but you are not going to cross the Jordan River. So here Moshe immediately, he told Hashem, we see V'daber Moshe El Adonai Lemor, that this, unlike we usually say V'daber Adonai Moshe Lemor, here V'daber Moshe El Adonai Lemor, it's sometimes it is Ba'alei Koreh when they read the Torah, even they confuse them and they misplace them. However, here the only time in the Torah that Moshe talked to Hashem and he told him Lemor, I want to know an answer. Are you going to appoint a leader, or you're not going to appoint a leader? Because after Yoshua, there was no leader, and there were some issues. So here Moshe wanted to know what is the plan of Hashem. And also, Rashi said that here we can see how the tzaddikim are great, because here he is dying and he had nothing else on his mind, Moshe, except the benefit of the Jewish people, that who is going to lead them. And he wanted to have a specific answer. This is how he addressed him. Yifkod Hashem Elohei Ruchot Lechol Basar Ish Al Aida. That Hashem to appoint, that he called Hashem Elohei Ruchot Lechol Basar Ish Al Aida. That Hashem, we saw that Rashi said that Elohei Ruchot, we do know that the essence, the neshama of each person is different, and Hashem knows that. So he told him that I want you to appoint somebody who can really understand people, that they are different, and he can able to manage each one according to who he is. And not only that, he's going to be a leader. He has to take advantage of the strength and the benefit and weaknesses of each person to make a whole that would be rather strong. We saw that Elohei Ruchot earlier in Sefer Bamidbar in Ba'alat Korah, that Moshe and Aaron, they said that they seem that there is kind of indiscriminate tragedy. He told him that Hashem knows that he is Elohei Ruchot. He knows what's the inside of each one of us. And here we can see that when Moshe addressed Hashem, that this should be the character of the leader, it is a lesson of diversity that came 3,500 years ago. We do know that in the last 1 or 2 decades, it became like a fad, that we have now consultants that they command hundreds of thousands of dollars to teach companies and corporations about diversity, how to integrate the different ideas and ethnic origin of different people to strengthen the company. We have it from the Torah, from the real beginning, and in fact he put it as the first character of the leader. And then he told him Ish alayda, that he should be Ish. Ish, it means many things. It doesn't mean that it can't be woman. Ish means that he is going to be a mensch, that gentleman, that he will act in a gentleman way. And Ish can be gentleman in many ways. והאיש משה עניו מאוד, וגם האיש משה גדול מאוד בעיני פרעה ובעיני כל עבדיו. Ish can be something very, very, very high and something that is anav. However, it is the essence that he is going to be a mensch. And also he's telling him that he should be al-aida, because we did say before that everyone has different interests and different nature and different tendencies. We said that many times before, that one of the names of the neshama is Yahida. That Yahida means unique, that there is no two souls, even in identical twins, that they are similar. Each one is different. So here he told him that the leader should be above the individual interest and tendency of each. When there is a national interest, he has to rise above the individual interest and tendency, and be leader for the entire nation. And also we have to talk a second about the lashon yifkod Hashem. Yifkod means few things. It means that the same word in Hebrew means command, that to appoint, to command. Also it means to remember. And also it means to frequent, that to visit again and again with rahmanut, and also it means that not to miss anyone. All these are integrated in this word that Yifkod. And then he said that leader should be Asher Yetzeh Lefnehem Asher Rabo Lefnehem, that he's going to go ahead of them and come before them, and Asher Yotzeim Asher Yeviim. What does that mean? It means that the leader should be like good in strategy, that he has to think far in advance. This is what it means. Asher Yoseh Lefnehem, Asher Rabo Lefnehem. That he should be Ezra Hacham Roet Anulad. What the conditions around him is changing, he has to be adaptable to that, and also he should not hesitate of changing strategy. Asher Rabo Lefnehem. That he has to know how to act. But however, he should not do that far from the people that he is commanding. The pasuk continue, V'asher yotzi'em, v'asher yevi'em, that he is going to take them out and bring them in. It means that after he formulates his strategy, he has to be with them. And this is what is different, according to Rashi, between the leaders of the Jewish nation and other leaders, or many other leaders. I'm not saying all of them. That the others, at least in those times, they used to remain in their palaces and send the troops to wage their wars. Here in us, we don't. Moshe was involved in the war of Sihon and Og. In fact, in the first war that the Jewish people were involved in, with Milchemet Amalek, Yoshua was the Ramatkal. He was the chief of staff. He ran the show. So they are involved now. In the Israeli army, the word is Mahorai. You will follow me, and we say it before, and statistics prove it, that disproportionate number of casualties are between the officers, not between the privates of the army. So this is another characteristic of the leader. And then Hashem told him that, you know what, I selected Yehoshua to be the leader. קח לך את יהושע בן נון אשר רוח בו ושמחת את ידך עליו, that take him בדברים, which means that tell him that how fortunate you are that you are elected as a leader. And this is really a lesson to all of us. There is no one that is not leader in something about his household, about his company, about his business, shul, whatever organization, that he should especially when the heads and the leaders of public organization, they should always remember that this is chut, that they are lucky that they were elected in this position, and they should not screw it up, because Yetzer Hara, he knows that to be like head of Bet Knesset, it means that this is really ticket to Gan Eden. If he does the job like Hashem wants, everything L'Shem Shamayim, everything is above board, everything Asher Ruach Bo, to accommodate everyone. This is great zechut that not everyone can be lucky to have. So at the same time, this big zechut comes with big responsibility, that the job got to be done properly and according to what Hashem wants. So we have to remember that all the time. And he told him that how he is, that the transfer of authority has to be public. It has to be very specific. It has to be without any question. He told him that you take him to in front of everyone, and then and you put your hand on him. And the second pasuk says, "ועמדת אותו לפני אלעזר הכהן ולפני כל העדה ושבית אותו לעיניהם." That it had to be with Elazar and everyone else, maybe the Sanhedrin only, or the entire Jewish people, and you have to, and you will tell him, and it means that you are now going to be a leader. I want you to know that the Jewish people are not easy to lead. They are tarhanim. We do know 2 Jews and 3 synagogues. They don't get along very well. But probably this is our strength, not really our weakness. But the important thing is that it has to be in public, without question, without waffling. In David HaMelech, we see that he delayed designating Shlomo as his successor, and there was a problem that some of his children tried to be kings until Natan Nabi interfered, and Shlomo was established as the successor of King David. It's very important that the transfer of authority has to be very, very clear and specific. And he told him, Hashem v'natata mehodecha alav למען ישמעו כל עדת בני ישראל, and you have that you give him some of your hod, which means glory, but he told him not all your glory, because no one is like Moshe, and למען שיהיו נוהגים בו כבוד, that they should respect him like they are respecting Moshe Rabbeinu. and he told him also that when he become the leader, ולפני אלעזר כהן יעמוד וישאל לו בשעת עולים to him, that the kavod is not coming from you, it's coming from him asking Elazar, and it's coming from Hashem, that the kavod of the leader should be when he follow the Jewish the Torah, when he follow the Jewish tradition, and get inspired only but what Hashem wants him to do and what the proper thing to do. That when the kavod will be to the leader. And we see that Moshe, ויעש משה כאשר צבא אדוני אותו, and Moshe did exactly what Hashem asked him to do. ויקח את יהושע ויעמדו לפני אלעזר כהן ולפני כל העדה, in public, and ויסמוך את ידיו עליו, and he put not only one hand, וסמכת את ידך עליו, here, וסמך את ידיו עליו, he put two hands. He did it with such love and such giving way that it exceeded even what Hashem commanded him to do, because he did it from all his heart, like Hashem wanted him. And we see that he did a terrific job, that he conquered the land, he divided the land, and until he passed away. So from here we can see that all the lesson of leadership is included in this passage of the Torah. There is nothing in humanity that is not included in the Torah. So we have to be very cognizant to this fact. Also, we have to realize that we mentioned that before, that when we are in leadership position, we have to realize that this is zchut, that we are lucky, that we have privilege to be in that position, and that we should not take it to our personal advantage. We say we know that many of the leaders, Moshe Rabbeinu, I didn't take the donkey of anyone. Shmuel at the end of his life also said the same thing. We cannot have any personal benefit from that position. We have to be all inclusive. We have to realize that everyone is different, and everyone is B'Tselem Elohim Nebra, and that with that we will indeed have zchut that will go with us to Olam Haba. Shabbat Shalom.